Hello, hello, hello. Do I even have it on the right scene? I don't even have OBS up. Let me pull OBS up so I can see what I'm doing. Because I don't know what I'm doing. Are we good? I think we're good. We'll find out in 2 seconds. 1, 2. We're good. How's everyone doing today? I was going to be fancy and put up Christmas lights, but these don't work. So, in the bin. It's like, oh, guys, I found some Christmas lights. I'll put some Christmas lights up. Nope, they don't work. How's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? It's waiting for me to show up. I was Wayne. I was gonna start the stream, and I'm like, you know what? Wayne's not here. We should wait. We don't want to be the ones that start the stream without Wayne. We can't afford that. Also, I totally zoned out. I had like, it was 7 or what time is it? It's 11. So it was like 10:50. And I'm like, okay, everything's ready to go. I'm just gonna start watching this YouTube video about like some random history thing. And next thing I know, it's like, oh shoot, it's 11. It's like, I got 5 minutes. Take me 2 seconds to get ready for stream. Let me just quick, shoot. It is Wayne's World After Our Party on Garth. Party on Garth. We've been printing 3D Christmas lights. Nice. Make sure if you're printing anything, general safety tip for this time of the year, it's the holidays. If you're printing stuff that goes near electrical, make sure it's fire rated. It's not so much that nowadays we use a lot of LED Christmas lights, low heat. But if you're using the older style lights that put off enough heat to melt snow, you might want to be careful putting that around PLA. Also, no, they don't make the double end plugs. Your print failed. No! No! LED and PETG. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine then. Obviously, we're not going to be doing much on the desk today because the printer is still printingly. So today's stream is going to be a little bit of a grab bag. I ended up doing what I wanted to do on this, where I put the new retention thing on, but I got the, if you're wondering how this prints CF ABS, it prints it pretty fine. The filament may have been a little on the wet side, because it's a little fuzzy, but yeah, it's glass filled ABS. So that's the replacement screen mount. I'm gonna save that until I break that again, and then I'll do it. But yeah, we got this machine up and running. So, oh, that's so much better. That's so much better. Okay, so what are we doing today? Today is a prep day. What does it mean by that? We've got 2 builds that are upcoming. And I've got most of everything ready for it, but not everything. So we're gonna do that today. So what are we doing? Starting Friday, if all goes well, we're gonna be starting a V2 build. An LDO V2 build. This is something new for me. I won't say it's a commissioned build, but it's a sponsored build. We are building a V2 for Gloop. The Gloop booth, if you don't know what 3D Gloop is, they make Gloop. Pretty self-explanatory. If you're involved in 3D printing, you probably know of them already. But their booth at trade shows, they don't really have a printer. They have a Prusa, but you know, generic Prusa or themed V2 build. So we're gonna go with that. It's not the Revision D, it's the Revision C. The reason it's an LDO Revision C kit, because this has been a long time coming, put it that way. He got the kit a while ago and it took a while to get it to me. Simple as that. So it's a Revision C kit. So if I remember correctly, Revision C kits with LDO, they have a tool head board, but they use, I don't know what the tool head board is. Hopefully it's an actual tool head board. LDO V2 Rev C. What does the Rev C kit come with? It comes with is it an umbilical tool head board or what's the tool head board? What was it fixed for the extruder? Throw it out and get a new one. That's how we fix the extruder on that. I just replaced, it's the 14 pin one. Okay, that kinda I like a little bit more for less to go wrong, I think, as long as we don't break cables. As long as wires don't break, we should be good. So What I do want to do though is this kit comes with clicky. We're probably just going to build it stock. To be honest, we're probably going to build it stock. The only option I have is I might swap in tap instead of clicky, because we have the cannibalized Physek V2 and that has tap on it. So I could just kind of rip the carriage off that and move that over. So we might do that. I don't know. Let me do a vote here. See what the... I'm probably going to go tap, so I don't know why I'm doing a pull. I'm doing it for engagement. That's why. Tap or clicky. Tap, clicky. Answer the poll. You want them to sell gloop in the UK? I'm sure they do. Remember, companies like money. Simple as that. If you run a company, you make money and you want to make more money. So if you could sell it in more places, you make more money. So it's kind of like I'm sure they want to sell gloop in the UK. They can't for reasons, because gloop, if you think resin is toxic, yeah, we're going with tap. Okay. So what that means is we're going to do some part printing today. We are going to print some parts printingly. And then once we get that going, the other thing we have to print is we got to finish printing up stuff for the Death Racer. So I've been printing Death Racer parts on the Pantheon. We got to do the, I've done all the main color parts. This is all beige glass filled nylon. I don't know why it's not focusing. Focus. There we go. This is glass filled nylon. It is... I'm putting dents in my desk. This stuff is insane. So I've got all the glass filled nylon parts printed in a bin here. So we're gonna have to print the rest of the parts, and for that we are using Sorayatech Fiber Heart high temperature nylon carbon fiber in black. And then the tank treads are being printed in TPU. So we got some tank treads. So those are printing right now. So the plan is, if all goes well, if we get enough printed, we're gonna start the V2 build series on Friday. And then Saturday we'll do the Death Racer. So Saturday night, because it's a Saturday night, less structured, that'll be Death Racer build. And then during Friday will be V2, and then we'll shift it to Tuesday's V2. So there's that. So what do I need to print? I need to print a bunch of stuff. So let's see here. We got to print some stuff here. So we're gonna need this. We're gonna need that, because it comes with the PCB. I think this is just the regular set. Yeah, that's that. Okay. So download that. Download that. Okay. Nozzle probe. So we are using tap, so we're not going to use that. Download this. What colors we're going for? Purple and orange. I've got a bunch of the parts printed here in a box already. But we're going with purple and orange. So these are purple and these are orange. The orange was printed on a Prusa Mark IV, and oh, so good. Whereas the purples, these ones were also printed on a Prusa Mark IV. Yeah. And then we also have a whole bunch of Z parts over here, which, how are these ones? These ones come out okay? Yeah, they came out good enough. Put all the Z parts in the bin so I don't lose them all. Don't want to lose them all. Losing parts would be bad. There we go. We got all these. Should I have organized the parts better so that, like, you know, stuff is more organized organizationally? Probably. but I didn't. And for those that don't know, the frame is white. The reason for the gloop colors, the gloop is like white, purple, orange in that order of prevalency. So the frame is white. So that'll be cool. So it'll be a white frame with purple and orange accents. Okay, so we got the Kale plug panel. So downloaded that. Download this. Okay, XY end stop. Includes a PCB. We are gonna go sensorless. We're gonna just skip the end stop PCB. We're just gonna go sensorless. This for the breakout PCB. And it didn't clip. Controller mount. Okay, so this comes with an octopus. So let's see. Get rid of that, get rid of that, get rid of that. So I need this, download that. And download that. Okay. Danger clipper? No, this is gonna be stock. This is gonna be pretty stock. Are they powder coated? I believe it's powder coated. I believe so. And this part. It didn't. Okay. So we got a Big True Tech touchscreen. So we got this guy. That's the faceplate. That's the regular mount. We're gonna go with the thick mount because this is gonna be at a trade show booth. And the screen cover. There we go. We want it thick. Wait. Latest Rev C. Does it include tap? I should probably go through the parts. I should probably actually look through the box to see what we got in terms of parts. I have it all just sitting here on the ground. But why actually go through the parts when I could just go through the docs that tell me what I have? Motion, electronics. So if it's got an Omron. So if it's got an Omron, it doesn't have tap. Simple as that. And then for motion, it would have belts, chains, fans, build plate, linear rails. Yeah, this doesn't have tap. Doesn't have tap. Unless it's an extra. But we're just going to be pulling the tap parts out of the FISEC. Tap's just what, a rail and some other random stuff. We're just going to pull the tap stuff out of the FISEC part spin one now, and we'll just go with that. Because I don't know how, because we're going to build this machine, and then I'm going to have it for a little bit until I can figure out how to get it over to Gloop. Simple as that. So at some point, we got to figure out how to get this machine from here to there. So that's going to be that. Oh, by the way, I forgot the whole intro thing. Don't forget to enter. Every stream we give away a spool of POLYMAKER filament. Link in the video description. Enter for your chance to win. Go do that. Link in the video description. Also, speaking of POLYMAKER, hi, I'm a YouTuber. It's Black Friday. Shill the affiliate link. Black Friday sales with POLYMAKER are like 30 to 40% off right now. So if you want to buy a bunch of filament at a discount price, because let's be honest, filament don't go bad. You keep it in its little shiny plastic wrap, vacuum sealed. It's good for a couple of years. So you might as well buy it now because let's be honest, the price ain't going down anytime soon. So hey, go buy a POLYMAKER affiliate link filament. A bunch of companies are doing affiliates. I don't know. It's the holidays. Go buy stuff. Consume. World's ending anyways. Okay. So we got that. Oh, and while you're down there, like the smash button, subscribe if you're not subscribed, blah 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 blah. YouTube, you know how it goes. Deck support clips, so I need these. Fan splitter for the PCB. LED light clips. Oh, I need a bunch of those. I'll print those separately. Handlebar spacers. Sure. Z stoppers. Well, we want Z stoppers. LDO inserts. We'll do those later. Exhaust filter. This kit only includes parts from the Nevermore filter. The kit does not include necessary fan for the assembly. Okay, we'll skip that. Or actually, we need that. And the Z belt cover. There we go. Yeah, I printed all that. And that. There we go. Okay. Why does Black Friday always come when you're broke? Because it's the end of the year, and that's usually how it works. It's also why like YouTubers make crap money in December, February, and January. These are the worst months for being a YouTuber because all companies have blown their marketing budget for the year. So you might luck out and get companies that haven't blown their marketing budget. But for the most part, ad revenue craters at the end of the year and for the beginning of the next year because they haven't received their marketing budget for the next year yet, and they haven't received what they're planning on. Will POLYMAKER ship to Canada? I don't know what they use for shipping. Make sure you pick a shipping option that doesn't do, don't pick Canada Post. They do have a Canadian location. They do have a Canadian site. So. December good to gift buying. December is good if you hawk affiliate links. December is good as a YouTuber if you promote stuff. But in terms of ad revenue, it usually craters at the end of the year. And then January and February suck because also ad revenue. It do be what it do. Okay. Let's see here. I think that's it. Oh yeah, we got the LDO door. Okay, well, I'll print all the panel stuff later. Let's see, I think that's it. Oh, I went too far. So we're not doing clicky probe. The build and Nevermore, we'll print that separately. Steppy keychain, skip that, and the purge bucket, we'll skip that. Okay. So let's do some printing. So first things first, let's swap this filament over. So, move that. Temperature, that, we're gonna heat you up because we gotta load some perp in there. And then you will unload because I'm gonna steal the purple filament from you. Filament, unload filament. John Olson gifted $10. Cheers and appreciated. Helping out for the Xmas fund. Appreciate it. I still have to do all my Xmas shopping. We don't really have a lot to buy. Yeah. How do I like the fibrology stuff? I've only printed the CF ABS so far, and I like it. It's pretty good filament. This was printed in CF ABS. Oh, it broke. Yeah, so ABS doesn't have the greatest layer adhesion to begin with. And then you add carbon fiber and you lose layer adhesion. So that just broke. Okay. Where the gloop at? Where the gloop at? That's PLA gloop. Where my abs gloop? Where is my ABS gloop? Where did I put all my ABS gloop? I don't know where I put my ABS gloop. I'm sure it's somewhere. I know I have some inside. But yeah, that's kind of the problem with carbon fiber. Stuff that's like thin, I wouldn't do. Because the thing is, when you add glass fiber, when you add anything to filament, it increases your stiffness, but you lose layer adhesion. Simple as that. You lose layer adhesion. Yeah. So it's more beneficial to have additives in filaments that have high layer adhesions. What's a good way to start making money with your P1S? I don't know. Roll the dice. When it comes to making money with your 3D printer, congratulations. Everyone wants to make money with their 3D printer. On the low end, start printing random knickknack crap and sell it on Etsy. But congratulations, you're competing against everyone else who does that. And all the other Etsy stores that are just drop shipping shit from China. You could set up like a Facebook marketplace store, same thing. You're competing with everyone else who bought a printer and thought they were gonna... Buying a 3D printer, buying a single 3D printer and thinking you're gonna start up your own business is like the equivalent of like the Scentsy candles. Good luck. You gotta, in my opinion, if you really want to make money doing 3D printing, you need to find a niche. You need to find a niche. You can't just like, I'm gonna print flexi dragons and bring them to Art in the Parks and sell them. Because guess what? There's 4 other people doing the exact same thing. Also, you're not gonna make money. You're not gonna make money. Unless you find people that are willing to pay like $50 a flexi dragon, you're at breaking even. The only people that I know that actually make money doing 3D printing, they usually have it tied into something else. So for example, a lot of content creators also have print farms. Uncle Jesse, for example, he has a print farm. So good example, he shows off the little ghosts that pops up and then in the videos, and then he promotes that through videos and TikTok, and people buy it on the store. So you have to have some sort of tie-in. Or Galactic Armory, for example, they do the cosplay stuff, like my Mando suit and whatnot, that's Galactic Armory. They have their YouTube channel and whatnot that shows like the instructions on how to do it, but it also promotes their parts. Or like, you have a super large format machine and you have a niche for printing, you know, people who need forms or whatever printed, large format jigs or whatever. You need to find a niche. You can't just you just can't buy a printer, print random dumb benchy and sell it and expect to be making bank. Simple as that. The market is getting extremely flooded. One second, I'm gonna go. Because guess what? Everyone is now buying 3D printers because 3D printers are easy to get now. They're very newbie friendly. So the amount of 3D printers on the market is more and more. And also, you want to know what your biggest competition is? Your printer manufacturer. Okay? Because you got to be very careful not to be selling stuff for a price point where people are going to go, well, screw this. I'm just going to buy my own printer. Because how much is a Bamboo Lab A1 Mini? A couple $100. It's cheap, and the holidays are coming up. So you're going to be fighting against, like, it's good luck. Simple as that. Good luck. Like, put it this way, the reason I don't do any print farm stuff is twofold. One, I don't have my printer setup is not set up for print farm activities at all. I have multiple of different printers. A lot of my printers are loud because I don't tune them for noise. I tune them for speed and reliability and consistency. So my printers run a little on the loud side, so running them all at the same time would be annoying. They're all different printers, all different firmwares, all different slicer profiles. It's annoying. Are you unloaded? And two, I live in Canada. Shipping here is stupid. So like, I was talking with somebody who has a print farm and they do like the whole Etsy thing. And it's like, okay, this. Basically, I would have no margin because of shipping costs in Canada. Because I wouldn't be able to compete with anyone that sells outside of Canada or sells from like the US, essentially. So yeah. The only print stuff I do for profit, I have a former coworker who does own their own body shop. They do resto mods of old cars, and I will print stuff for them occasionally on demand. So he'll come to me and be like, hey, I need the speaker grill printed, or whatever, and then I will print it for him. Simple as that. I don't fish for clients. Best case scenario, print a few knickknacks, put them on Facebook Marketplace, and just use it as beer money or filament money. It's exactly, yeah, like I would be like, I would not do any print farm activities at home. With my setup, I couldn't. You do cosplay plus for locals. That's the thing. Like if you have like a little niche, and especially on demand, I think is the better option. You don't want inventory. You don't want inventory. You want to do on demand, because usually you could charge a little bit more for it to make it a little bit more reasonable. Also, certain things, certain types of work you can demand more money for. Cosplay, for example. Cosplay and furries. If you have an in making stuff for like cosplay people and furries, like, yeah, furries, you got to do all the fursuit stuff, but like the under parts, like the base part for the masks and whatnot, like, or selling Mandalorian suits, like there is a market for that. And it's a pretty good pay market. The problem is it's a pretty niche market. And again, that you're printing stuff that's big. So it's going to be local, because shipping like a full suit of 3D printed Mandalorian parts across country in the summer, you better hope it's not in PLA. So furry outfits are expensive. They are. They're like several $1,000s to tens of thousands of dollars. Okie dokie. There you go. So now I hit cool, nope. Temperature, cool down, extruder, extrude. Purge that old filament. I want to see the purple. And retract. There we go. Start you. Custom designing stuff for costumes in a super good way. Yeah, like the reason I'm saying do one-off stuff and commission stuff, the margins are much better. You know, if you could sell a 3D printed Mandalorian helmet for $100, that's a much better ROI than trying to sell like 8 Flexi Dragons for $20, right? If you break even, when I did printed forward, I used to do printed forward back in the Voron 2.1 days. I did printed forward. I sold about, I can't remember, between 20 and 30 kits. Okay. During that entire time, I made enough money to basically run my printers for free. I was making like profit wise, maybe $20 a kit. So once you cover filament expenditure, electricity expenditure, the time, your time, you know, going through all the printed parts, making sure they're all good. Oh, I have to reprint stuff. There's extra filament wastage and time wastage. Going to the post office, filling out all the stuff, shipping it out, blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, I was making like $20 a kit. So, and I'm only selling 2 or 3 kits a week. So wow, I'm making $60 a week. Put it this way, for the majority of, if you want to make money 3D printing, you want to know what you do, you go work at McDonald's, because you're going to make more money working at McDonald's, and then you use that money to buy 3D printer shit. It's yeah. The ROI, it's, unless you can do it passively. Yeah. Fetch your own ebooks. What? Ebooks? What about ebooks? Okay, let's do some printing. Let's do some printingly. Control A, delete. Boom. So what did I download? All this stuff. Don't need a rocket engine. Oh wait, no, I need this stuff. Okay. Range. Ballant V gifted 5 community memberships. Cheers and appreciated. Every time I see that name, I want to play Armored Core 6 for some reason. Okay, so we need 3 of these. Copy. 1, 2, 3. Make this. I don't know. One of those, one of those. I think I gotta make more of some other ones. Objects. It does sound like a sci-fi name. I think I'm gonna need more of these. Okay. Okay, let's see. Handlebar spacers. 2, 3, 4. An extra of that. I already modified that. Deck support. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, I think that's about it. Okay, so let's rearrange, arrange. Oh, cool. David's here. Everyone say hi, David. Hi, David. Everyone watch my camera wig out because I'm slicing. Make sure you leave a comment that the camera's wigging out because I'm slicing for engagement purposes. I'm thirsty. You're thirsty? What you do if you're thirsty? Go buy some gamer subs. I think they have a sale starting tomorrow. What did my gamer subs rep want to tell me yesterday? Ooh, Cookie Cat is having a sale too. What did my gamer subs rep want me to know? Second drop of the holiday, sure. Ooh, Black Friday sale tomorrow with gamer subs. Oh shoot, I'm showing that publicly. I don't think it matters. There you go. There you go. New gamer subs player. Get a free cup with any tub purchase. I love being partnered with gamer subs. It's just so out there compared to like everyone else in 3D printing. It's like, yeah, gamer subs, whatever, waifu. Who cares? It's good stuff. Go buy it. Yeah, whatever. I don't think that. Yeah, it's just merch drop. Yeah. You know what's funny? Best ROI of any company I work with. Okay. We're in the Canuck flavors. Unfortunately, I am not a VTuber, nor do I have enough like COD kitties watching me to justify them giving me my own cup or flavor. It would be really cool to get a cup, because then I could do like a generic like brawny dude, because no way in heck am I that fit, but I can like lean into it because it's all stylized. So I can do like a waifu brawny person, but yeah. What am I doing now? What am I doing now? Oh yeah, I'm trying to print. Stuff. Okay, we got 2 beds. Okay. You telling me you couldn't fit all this on here? You know what? You know what? You can fit on here. We can make this fit. Why? What's going on? Range objects, spacing. Yeah, 0.82. Arrange. You could fit all this on one plate. Come on. Come on. ABS flavor. My merch store does have an ABS candle. Nobody ever goes in the merch store, but I do have an ABS candle on my merch store. Orca doesn't have the option to put parts in front of inside parts. Oh. Come on. Finish slicing. Or not even slicing, it's just arranging. And then after this, we'll get the Death Racer stuff going. Something camera something, yeah. The Tetris theme. I do have auto rotate enabled. What is it? It's just a neutral candle. It's like a soy candle or something. I don't like what they did. I used to be with Stream Elements for my merch, and then Stream Elements changed who they do their merch with. They changed from who they were with originally to Fourth Wall. Now, there are some advantages with fourth wall, namely the fact that the merch store is actually like accessible from the YouTube page. So you can go to the merch store from my YouTube page. So if you want to buy a Canuck creator hat, there you go. One size fits all. But I do have the ABS candle. It's just a generic unscented candle, but I just slapped the ABS sticker on because why not? Although I do think the new stickers are pretty nice. I don't have any of them, but yeah. Go buy merch. It's in the store. Yeah, you can get crimping ain't easy, or printer food, fresh and ready. Look at that. Look at that. I did get a few shirts off the fourth wall store just to make sure quality was good, and like this hat's off the fourth wall store, and am I wearing it today? No, the shirt I was wearing yesterday, the crimping ain't easy shirt, was from off the store. So, yeah. I probably also will be shutting down the PO box at the end of this year. Simply for the fact that nobody's using it. And it's costing me about $200 a year to run. So we're gonna be getting rid of that. Okay, so what was I doing again? Oh yeah, let's see. Really? You couldn't fit all that? Well, now I'm gonna have, no, it's still arranging. What's taking so long? So yeah, if you want to send something to the PO box, do it soon. Get a free box in the US. The problem is that would require me going to the US. And the problem is people will randomly send stuff and not tell me. So I have to check it at least every 2 weeks. And I'm not gonna go drive to the US every 2 weeks. Like, I don't even like drive, like I have to go to the US in like 2 weeks to go just to fly over to England. And I don't wanna do that. It's Detroit. Who wants to go to Detroit? Hello? Oh. Hey, buddy. Did you have a good day at school? Aw. What'd you get for me? A coffee? Aw, thank you. Oh. Oh, you got me a donut too?
The chocolate one?
Thank you. You had a really good day? That's good. Yay. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Yay. Yeah, it'd be nice if it goes full day soon. Okay. I know I gotta build that stuff. I know. Well, as is tradition, the crappy Tim Hortons donut. I got the Timmies, yeah, and the cup that leaks everywhere, and I don't know. Let's do mukbangs. We're a mukbang channel now. Now it fits. I just had to think about it. Are we good? No gaps, nothing touching. There we go. That works. We have a Tim Hortons affiliate link. Ha! I would never promote that stuff. You can tell who a real Canadian is because we all know Tim Hortons sucks. It's not even Canadian anymore, it's Brazilian. Okay. So that is all that. We got the filament loaded. Is it overkill to be printing all this in Voron spec parts? Yep, but whatever. Upload and print. Yep, the reason we go there is because it's flipping everywhere. I live outside of a town. I live like, you have the main town, And then you know how towns have like little towns that are outside of those towns, and then those towns have little towns outside of those towns. I live in that area, and I live between towns. So the town outside the big city is over there, and then there's another town over there. So I live in the burbs in between, and there's a Timmy's right there. But it's Canada, so there's also like a pot shop right there too, and then a fishing store. There we go. I think there's 1 or 2 accent parts on the bed. There are, but I think they're accent parts I really don't care about. The faceplate, that should be orange. You're right. That should be orange. Yeah, just a faceplate. Okay, I'll delete this. Delete. Oh wait, I already sent it. Cancel. It's already been sent to the printer. Yeah, too late. Already been sent to the printer. So let me load the orange here, and we'll just do the accent on that. ASA. Exclude object. Ooh, Steve! Smart! Exclude object. I completely forgot about excluding object. I keep forgetting that's a thing. I keep forgetting that's a thing we have now, is just exclude object. I keep forgetting we can do that. We have the technology. Where's the Prusa at? Okay, let's fire up. I have so many different slicers open right now because nothing is more annoying than like having a slicer and it's like I have everything. I've gone through, I've modified my settings, I adjusted my settings because I'm printing like this TPU with like special infill patterns and whatnot. And then it's like, I want to slice something else, but I don't want to lose the settings. So you open up another slicer. So you open up the, like you reopen the slicer. Now you have like 4 different Prusa slicers open. That's right now. Okay, so faceplate. I think that was the only accent piece I needed. I don't see anything else was accent. That's accent. I'll do the PCB spacer too, an accent just in case, just so it stands out more. Because I did everything else already. I've already printed all the main accent parts already. So, okay, so this is... The fact that there's no POLYMAKER profiles in here is kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. R4 with input shaper. And we're gonna go with structural. And we'll just bump that up to 25% infill, whatever there is. Send to connect. And you're going to OG Joe. Confirm. And that should go to that guy. Yep. It's leaking. So in your opinion, would it be more profitable to create STM for the sell those? Cosm or Cosmodoc, that's how you pronounce it. If you are artistically inclined, in my opinion, there is a better market to be made easier if you are good at designing. If you could figure out, if you can figure out some designs, especially, here's the trick. What you need to do is you need to design something that's cute and topical, and then you got to get YouTubers to print that shit. Simple as that. You got to get the TikTokers and all those people to print your shit to promote it. That's what you got to do. That's like the current thing. Like I hate how gamified all this stuff has become, because now, oh god, I gotta close 20 different windows here. So let me pull up things. Okay, so you go on things right now, right? And what's popular? You got, what is this? Annoying, yeah. So it's like this is a print. Let's see, what's the, where's downloads? Top downloads this month. Yeah, you need to like come up with stuff like this. And you could tell, Printed Obsession, this guy's always here. But the problem is, like, all this shit's been gamified to hell. So you're only seeing the same people again and again and again, right? You got Decorator. How many, we got Decorator? Kit Kiln, Elden Design, Status Symbol. Like, Printed Obsession, Decorator, Forged Core, like, Reuven. Like, that's the problem with everything becoming super gamified now. Is it's all about get your points, get your points, get your promote it to your viewers and get them to promote it too. And I don't like it. Exclude object. So we need to exclude faceplate. Exclude object. There we go. Okay. I gotta put a camera in him. I gotta put a camera in this guy. First layer is good. How are you doing? Oh, print. There we go. Fab 365, yeah. Maker World lets you boost a model without downloading it. It will eventually force the designer to remove. I really think Maker World is running on fumes. Or not fumes. How do I word this correctly? They are running it at a loss to try and capture market. The way they've done their promotion, where like random kid could like upload a model and just hype it up and get a free printer out of it, is not a viable model of running a website. I really don't think Maker World is going to be a super long-term. They can't keep operating the way they do. They can't. There's no way that model that they're currently operating under is viable long-term, unless they're relying heavily on outside funding, because there's no way. Hosting models is expensive. Hosting a site that does nothing but just distributes files is expensive. Simple as that. So if they got to be doing something to try and counteract that. So is it a loss leader? Is it the same thing as like you sell milk at a loss and put it at the back of the store to get everyone to come inside? Like, is that how it's like? I don't know. Because here's the thing: does Maker World do anything better than printables, Thingiverse, Thangs, or do any of the file storage sites do anything better than any of the other ones? Like Thingiverse, we could argue, okay, everyone was better than Thingiverse because everyone else had functioning search, but Thingiverse works now. So it's like, what is the incentive if I'm a model designer? How do I decide what site to put my model on? What is my criteria? Because right now, the only thing that seems to be the criteria is which site will pay me the most. And the thing is, signing yourself up for a site, in my opinion, that to get their best payout rates require that you be an exclusive partner with them, is, in my opinion, shooting yourself in the foot in the long term. Because now your only exposure to a larger market is gone. You are relying entirely on that one audience to sustain you. So I personally, if I was a model designer, I would never, ever take any exclusivity contract unless they gave me a big fat bag. Like, if there's a big bag involved, I'll be honest, if Steak hits me up one day and offers me a couple $100 G's to promote gambling on here, you bet your ass I'm gonna take that. Never fault anyone for taking the bag. Because let's be honest, y'all would take it too. Figure out how you can do a 3D printing gambling stream. That'd be funny. But I'm still waiting on Shadow Legends. I still haven't received an actual Raid Shadow Legend offer yet, and I'm disappointed with that. Just so you're aware. But yeah, it's, unless you're getting a huge bag to do it, never tie yourself to one specific website. And unfortunately, Maker World now offers exclusivity deals. Like, oh, we'll give you a better rate if your model is exclusive to us, which basically is captive. You're capturing an audience. You're putting people in a position they may not want to be in. Because now, hey, all my models are on this one site. Nobody can find me unless they look on this one site. And if they ever get rid of that program, well, now I don't have another audience to pivot to. I have to start over in another location. So don't do exclusivity agreements unless they give you a big fat bag. Epic Game Store? You mean the free game a month store? Okay, so this is the Soraya Tech high temperature carbon fiber nylon. Keep it dry, very important. Cool. Ooh, this feels a lot like the Fadus stuff. You know, the Fadus stuff that had like that shell on it? Thingiverse really dropped the ball when they lead. Thingiverse, I don't think dropped the ball so much as it just overly stagnated. Because there was that period in 3D printing. Let's be honest. There was a period, I want to say from about 2018 to about 2021, maybe into 2022, where the 3D printing market at the consumer level, in my opinion, sucked. Like when I got into 3D printing, until like, I'm not gonna give Voron credit for this. I'm not. But we were in the era of just continually shitting out V-wheel bed flingers. Every company just kept coming up with V-wheel bed flingers again and again and again. And like, there was no progressing anything. Like everything was just derivative. And like every now and then it's like, oh, we got PI flex beds. That's the new technology of the year. Like, let's be honest, the past, like ever since, like, give credit Bamboo. I give credit all the Bamboo in the world for kicking the consumer market in the ass to get off their butts and actually start coming up with stuff. By the way, Creality, your storage box sucks. The fact that you have to like load it from the back, like, sucks. You go there. No, put the filament in. No, put. Oh my God, come on. There we go. There we go. Haha. Okay, now I need more filament to guide this. Will you work? You will work. You are completely thrashed. The farthest away from V-Wheel at the time with linear copy, that's the best, yeah. Wow, this PTFE tube is garbo. I just want something to keep it not exposed to the air as much during the distance travel here. Okay. So I gotta unload this. Main menu, temperature. This is glass-filled nylon, so we'll hit that. Hi from France. Buongiorno. Linear rods are the new hotness. Linear rods aren't bad as long as the machine is within a design size that linear rods are okay. See the interview with one of the Bamboo founders, Joel. Bamboo is claiming the revelation printing again in 2025. Well, they claimed they were going to do it in 2024, and then they delayed it to 2025. It'd be interesting to see what they do. I really hope whatever they do doesn't keep progressing down their walled garden. I know it's going to. And then what's going to be really annoying is that everyone's going to be like, now everyone has to catch up. And it's like, what can they have? What can they have that's going to revolutionize? Like, in my opinion, unless they come out with a new material that allows you to print faster and not have poop benchies, like, what are they cooking? Is it just going to be a cheap IDEX? Like what is there to revolutionize? Let's be honest. even even their current machines, the X1, the A1 doesn't revolutionize anything other than being cheap and good. It's nothing special. Even these machines, functionally, what is this? This is doing exactly what a Voron did in 2018. It's just a consumer off-the-shelf machine finally doing that. And they play the A1 recall or the lawsuit or the Stratasys. Well, Delta or tool changer. I don't think Delta. Delta, in my opinion, is a dead end in 3D printing. What does a Delta have advantage over a Core XY in? The only advantage a Delta has is the lower center of gravity, which you can do in a Core XY. It's called a Voron V2. A flying gantry Core XY does everything a Delta does, but better. Fight me on that. I have an FL Sun right here. It's flippin' massive. It's literally the size of a mini fridge. It's actually bigger than the mini fridge I had in college. It doesn't get used. Extruder, unload. Better at tallness. They look cool. I give them that. If Bamboo makes an easily repairable printer, don't know what Prusa is fallback on. Prusa still has advantages. Like, again, quite simply, if things are trending the way Commandant Cheeto says he wants to do, everything from Bamboo is going to go up 60% in price next year for Americans. So how competitive is that printer going to be? How competitive are Bamboo or Creality printers or any Asia market printer going to be if their price went up 60% overnight? Like, we're in a weird spot right now where I can't comment on stuff next year because we have absolutely no clue what the market is going to look like. He wants to add another 10%. I know, because like last night he's like, oh, we're going to do 25% tariff on Canada. Hi, a lot of Americans, you get your gas from Canada. Not all of you, but a lot of you do. And gas is a global commodity. So when the price goes up somewhere, it goes up everywhere. Also a lot of automotive, raw resources. Yeah, like it's going to be messy. Oh, we got a part fail. I had a little part fail. Might have to cancel a part. Maple syrup, I know. And then of course every other country will put retaliatory tariffs against US goods. So if you're in the US producing something that's sold overseas, nobody's going to want to buy your shit. I think they did it to when they did the aluminum tariffs last time with Trump, they hit the US with tariffs on like whiskey and Harley Davidson and whatnot. I know China hit the soybean farmers pretty hard. But it's what you voted for. So yeah, what is a Bamboo P1S? Now here's the thing. In my audience right now, Bamboo P1S or Prusa Core 1, if they are the same price, which one are you buying? If they are the same price, what are you buying? A Core 1 or a P1S if they are the exact same price? Which one are you buying? Oh, you're still not unloaded. Unload. Yeah, so my entire audience is basically saying Core 1. So we've established that in the opinion of my audience, Prusa makes a better printer than Bamboo. The only advantage Bamboo has is price. So the moment price isn't a factor, Bamboo options go out the door. Simple as that. And the worst part of a tariff is it doesn't benefit the consumer. It benefits business owners. Because remember, I have thing I want to buy. I can buy it from Canada, or I could buy it from a US company for $50, or I could buy it from China for $10. US government go, no, tariff, bad. We need to defend American job. So what they do, they tariff this so that this is now $50. Or they tariff it so it's $60, okay? So this is now $60. So now the American one is $50. So the American one's the better option. But me as the consumer went from having to spend $10 to now having to spend $50 for the same thing. But that's not how it works, because capitalism, the American company is going to change the price of this from $50 to $59. You're going to get screwed twice. Okay, actually, this is going to be annoying. Okay, let's pull you out. Do I have a little piece of the thicker Bowden tube for this? Thought I did. Oh, I do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, change country origin. Yeah. So what you do is you ship your stuff to Thailand first, and then in Thailand they take it out of the box and then they put it in another box and then they ship it to the U.S. That's a thing. Although companies can get caught doing that and fined and punished for it. Okay, be very careful. This is stiff filament. It is a thing that companies do, but it's something you got to kind of be aware of. This is a really stiff filament. This is going to take a minute here. You got to be gentle. There we go. That is the biggest. I keep forgetting how big the Bowden tube is for this. Okay. Oh, I have stuff up top. That's where my Allen key went. I've been looking for this flipping thing for 3 days. Been on top of the printer. Move the manufacturing. The thing is, though, I keep seeing people bring this up. Oh, we'll just move manufacturing. Hi, how quickly can you move the entire manufacturing base of Canada, US, and China, and everything that you source from those countries? How quickly can you set that up in the US? Overnight? Really? No. Load it. And load. Yep. And we're good. Temperature, cool down. Turn you on. You are nylon. There you go. Turn the dry box on. There we go. Oh yeah. Can't make it cheaper unless you drive down wages. Yeah, that's the other problem. Wages. Because a lot of the stuff that's cheap from overseas is cheap because it's cheap to manufacture overseas. The moment you're paying good money for stuff, a lot of the reasons go out of the window. Get rid of income tax. How? Like, okay, if you want to get rid of income tax, you guys have to go back to the pre-Reagan days and actually tax companies, because like it's not just America, a lot of Western countries have done this. You guys we barely tax the companies that make money. So now our entire tax base has to be basically made up of individuals paying taxes. So if you lose all the money from income tax, where are you going to make that up? Yeah, Texas doesn't have state income tax, but they have ridiculous property taxes. Yeah, the money still has to come from somewhere. It's like in Canada. We used to have to pay to renew your license plate, right? You had to pay like $120 a year to renew your license plate, right? And our government, the provincial government's like, hey, we're gonna get easy points for re-election. We're gonna get rid of that fee. And everyone's like, yay! And I'm sitting there like, that's $2 billion a year we were raising for our roads. Where are we going to get that $2 billion a year from now that we're not getting that $2 billion a year anymore? That's not being raised in taxes. So that $2 billion that was being reinvested back into our road network from those fees, where are we offsetting that? How are we oh, we're just not. We're just going to let the roads go to shit? Okay, cool. But, you know, I'm saving $120 a year. You should be happy to pay taxes. You are part of a functioning society. You should be happy to pay taxes within reason. Okay, I'm put a little asterisk, within reason. Because when it's called collective buying, healthcare is cheaper when everyone pays a fraction of it and the risks and the costs are distributed equally. Because the majority of people don't have to source expensive healthcare in their life ever. You live a full long life and then you just die. But some people don't. And it's a lot easier for everyone if we all share the load, you know? Like Sam said, Samwise said it. Share the load. Picture tech, there we go. Okay, upper half. Let's fire this up. So a bunch of this I don't have to reprint because I printed them in white. It's the lobby. Yeah, taxes. I'm all for being taxed. I want a return on my investment. I want to receive goods and services and have a better educated, well-policed society. I want that. I want my money to go towards something, but I want it to go towards something good. Don't spend my money on stupid stuff. Okay, so I've already printed you. I've already printed you. I've already printed you. You I need to print. 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 I've already printed you, I think. Yep, I already printed you. Okay. I need to print you. I've already printed you. I need to print 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 you. I printed you already. I need to print you. Printed you already. I need to print you. Printed you already. I need to print you. You're printed already. I need to print you. I need to print you. And then these. There we go. Okay. So this is carbon fiber nylon. Okay. This is the front right there. Created by the billions were completely wrong in the hurricane. Morton, hi. You're completely wrong. Several factors. One, the US government, when it comes to donating to Ukraine, a vast majority of the donations that you are calling money isn't money. It's outdated military equipment. The US is sending Bradleys and other equipment that is mothballed, that has been sitting around collecting dust for decades overseas to go do what they were born to do, fight the Ruskies, right? A lot of old woodland camo Bradleys are waking up in the fields of Europe to blow up T-72s, and it's a glorious day. So you're sending a lot of that. Also, the missiles and whatnot. Do you know that a lot of ordnance has a shelf life? When the U.S. government makes a missile to blow up Ruskies, those missiles have a finite shelf life, and then when that shelf life is over, because the U.S. is a modern, not horrible country, hopefully, they don't just throw it in the water. They have to dismantle this older ordnance. Guess what? That costs a lot of money. So what they do is, instead of chucking it out or spending money to dispose of it properly, they give it to the Ukrainians, who dispose of it properly into the turret of a T-72. And then also, guess what? All this old military equipment that the US is now getting rid of from stockpiles that have been collecting dust, they're having to replace that. And good working Americans and American companies are building that equipment to replace it. Also, I don't know about you, but the ROI for completely devastating the near peer adversary of the United States and NATO and the Western world is we're paying pennies on the dollar to obliterate the fighting capacity of our near peer adversary. Simple as that. And anyone that's like, oh, just sue for peace, where is your address? I'm going to come to your house and take over 20% of your property, and you're going to let me because you want peace. I'm sorry. A aggressive country invaded a non-aggressive country. They have every right to defend themselves. And guess what? If we don't defend them, then Russia will be just rolling over to the next country because they want to get all the old boys back together. They want to reform that USS Wall Iron Curtain. They won't stop with Ukraine. You're stupid if you think they will. So, yeah, support your allies. Also, by the way, Americans, you're completely killing your reputation on the world stage. Now everyone thinks your country's untrustworthy. Do you think any country wants to do business with a country that every 4 years, because some guy in Wisconsin votes a certain way, your entire foreign policy changes and treaties get canceled? Do you really think that looks good on the world stage? That, like, you guys just flip up between two wholly different parties and the current party likes to cancel policies and treaties just on a whim? Yeah, I'm sorry. I am former military. I have friends that are still in the military. I talk to military people. The ROI is ridiculous. It is an extremely net benefit for the US and the Western world to keep supporting Ukraine. Anyone who doesn't think otherwise is brainwashed by Russian propaganda. Simple as that. Also, Ukraine is an extremely resource wealthy country. Before all this shit went down in 2014, you know, a lot of American companies were working to set up oil, exploratory oil drilling and coal drilling, mining and whatnot in Ukraine. And then that's one of the main reasons prompted Russia to invade Crimea in 2014, was to prevent that American investment in Ukraine and Ukraine being able to stand up on their own. Yeah. So yeah, what I do in the infantry. Canadian Forces infantry for 6 years. Reserve, never deployed. I do not claim to be a combat vet in any way. But yeah. NATO moving closer to Russia. Cosmodoc. Was NATO moving closer to Russia, or countries that used to be under the Iron Curtain went, holy shit, we don't want this happen again? Because after seeing what happened in like Georgia and some other countries, Chechnya, a bunch of former Soviet countries went, holy shit, we don't want this, we don't want to be under that guy's boot again. We're going to voluntarily join NATO. NATO expansion is countries going, screw that guy, I'm joining you. That's not expansion. That's them going, screw you guys, I'm joining the other team. You can't fault a free country of their own accord wanting to join up with the opposite team because you have a history of literally invading your neighbors. Also, NATO is a defensive alliance. It's not an aggressive alliance. When was the last time NATO actually, and don't give me some bullshit trying to weasel away. When was the last time NATO actively declared war on a country? Never. The only time NATO Article 5's ever been called up is when America got attacked on September 11th and every country went to their aid. So, NATO is a defensive alliance. Okay, let's get this guy going. Okay, so that, oh wait, fine detail. Why fine detail? I don't want fine detail. What is going on here? 0.4, that's 4. No, I think we're good. 0.2 layer height. Yeah, print settings. 0.2. Yeah. Okay, we're good. Save. Yeah, I've got I won't say family, but I've got friends that are Ukrainian that have family over there, and yeah. How's the weather today? Weather's good. Back to the Death Racer. Anyways. So when is this Voron NATO being released? So fun fact about Voron, if you don't know what Voron actually is, Voron is Russian for raven. If you don't know where the word Voron came from, it's Russian for raven. Randy gifted 20 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. If you don't know, Max, the founder of Voron, his family is from Russia, and they emigrated, I don't know, years ago. They got out after the fall of the wall. Because, like a lot of smart people, they got the heck out of Russia as soon as they could. That's another problem with Russia. They have a massive brain drain. Everyone who's educated is leaving. It's hard to build an economy when you send your youth off to die. They're still recuperating from World War II doing that. And all the smart people leaving. There we go. This is gonna suck. I forgot about this. Cancel. I gotta fix this. 1 second here. This has a bed heat up thing. And I don't feel like waiting for it. So 1 second here. Downloads. Yeah, this guy. 1 second here. That was a lot, Randy. Jeez. I can hear a little beep every time it reads it out, and I just keep hearing the beep. Randy being generous today. Okay, where is it? Where's all this? Where all this? Okay, this. Get rid of you. There we go. There we go. The Pantheon has a, I don't know exactly where it's at. It has a chamber thermistor in it. I don't know where it's at, and it has to preheat the chamber to 40 Celsius before printing. The problem is, I don't know where it is, and there's a lot of like coldness in my garage. I think it's on the fan. And the problem is the wall behind it is cold because an exterior wall. So it takes longer than it needs to. So I just like heat the bed up to 100, wait like 10 minutes, and then I just run the print without the heat up macro. Because otherwise the heat up macro takes like 45 minutes. Russian cat food. Yeah, it's Russian cat food because Russian cat food doesn't exist. You can't buy cat food in Russia. They don't sell it. Gets you the greatest share if we wanted to support. To be honest, direct donations to the PayPal. But otherwise, if you're just gifting memberships or you just want to be a member, just do it through YouTube. Technically, I get a better cut from Patreon. But the problem with Patreon is notifications kind of suck. Anytime I do a members only stream, which we are doing a members only stream this week, it'll either be tomorrow or Thursday. I don't know exactly when yet, but there will be a members only stream this week. So if you are a Patreon supporter, a YouTube member, or hey, if you find my Twitch channel, it's Nero 3D Games, and you have your Amazon account linked with Twitch, you get a free Twitch Prime. If you sub to my YouTube or my Twitch channel with a Twitch Prime, you also get all the free benefits. So it costs you nothing. So throw dollars. Yeah, I'll dance for a toonie. Okay, I gotta stop a few. A few of these parts are failing. So let's see here. I gotta fix this. Let's see here. Printers. Where is this printer? Seaboard Quad XY. Okay. So this guy is failing. And what else is failing? That guy and that guy. This guy. And this guy. There we go. Everything else is good, I think. Yeah. I think we're good there. Yeah. I should have let it heat up. They're right on the edge and they're curling a little bit too much for me to risk it. So I'm just gonna YOLO it. Fill a box with pennies and send it. I switched from Patreon to YouTube and protest when they canceled the general. Fair enough. To be fair, he wasn't canceled. It was a rule violation thing. His channel was banned and he was like running or on another channel. I can't remember exactly what it is, and I don't want to go fully into it in case I misquote it. But it wasn't him being canceled. It was a rule violation thing, and it's one of those things where it's like, that sucks. Rules are the rules. Bought my first Voron LDO 2.4 kit with 20% Black Friday discount. Nice. Nice. Have you tried the cryo grip sheets? I have one and they stick like the Dickens. I have not. Are they available in like standard sizes, or do you have to get like let's get rid of this. So you failed, and you failed. Get over here. There we go. Bamboo size only. Ugh. I don't really use my bamboo much. The cobwebs above it kind of tell a tale. MacBoy Pro gifted 20 community memberships. Cheers and appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Jeez, what's going on? Is today something? Am I missing something? Am I missing something here? I mean, I'm. Thank you. Hey, more people get to hang out when we do the member stream. So if you are a member, or a channel member or Patreon supporter, make sure you join the Discord. Link in the description, because whenever I do the member streams, I put those out in the Discord. So, yeah, now I'm going to be hearing beeps for the next 5 minutes. Okay. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat cycle you. Let me restart this, because I lost my Wi-Fi to it the other day. That's why it's being all funky. 1, 2, 10. There we go. Any Black Friday sales? I don't know. I'm horrible when it comes to affiliates. I have no like affiliates for actual Voron kits. You think I would have like an affiliate link with like KB3D? And I know they do them. I just don't have one. I probably should do that. LDO? LDO doesn't sell kits. LDO only sells to resellers. Phasing out all the bamboos. I'm not saying, okay. I have like 2 or 3 videos on my channel about fixing bamboos. They're getting steadily more popular. I'm not saying that the machines are now getting to the point where like the people that bought the first ones are starting to have issues with them. But I'm seeing a lot of comments on those videos going, wow, this fixed my problem. So yeah. Blue roll kits any good? I've heard they're okay. Personally, in my view, when it comes to the kits, I like the Seaboard kit. As long as you don't get a lemon, the Seaboard kit's actually really nice. But it's not really a stock Voron. I'm going to be talking about it in a video. That might be this week's video. I might try and push this to this week's video now that we actually got it printing. Good. No, 0. Did I not save that? Are you going to try and heat up the chamber? You're going to try and heat up the chamber. Damn it. I thought I turned you off. I thought I turned you off. Did I not save that? Oh, wait. Yeah, that's why. No temperature weight. Turn off the temperature weight. File, save. Restart. There we go. I just bought POSS and I already have 100 hours. Nice. Had an R1 Blue Zero kit, a lot of tinkering. Okay. I just want printers which are fixable. Fair. Yeah, it's one of those things like it's going to be really interesting with those that bought bamboo farms. Now here's the thing. I'm assuming a lot of these people made their money back. If you had enough liquidity to purchase an entire print farm worth of bamboos, you're probably having a pretty decent turnover, and those machines are going to pay for themselves pretty quick. But 2 years into that, when all 50 of your machines start throwing bed sensor errors, and it's like a 2 hours to replace it type thing, it's going to get really weird, especially if like bearings start going, because that's going to be, yeah, they just replace it. They just chuck the machine and replace it, which is, I get it, but that's like the MacBook way of doing it. It's just a waste of material. You're throwing out a perfectly good printer because a 30-cent bearing broke. Like, Bamboo is a Kickstarter. Mine is a pre-production. That's a review sample one. Cheap bamboo machines are going to start flooding the market for those. That's going to be another thing. You're going to see people selling machines that have squeaky bearings and whatnot instead of trying to replace them. Because here's the thing, like for a print farm, yeah, the machine probably paid for itself. But little Timmy, who just bought it to print random knickknacks, that's $1,000 that they bought for a toy, a hobby. And then if it stops working, it's like, well, it's not like I use the machine to make money. So if I want to keep printing, I gotta, yeah. Giving away broken bamboo printers. They need to be more easy to repair, in my opinion. That's something that Bamboo's, like, I'm really hoping on their next printer, they really do some changes to make it easier to repair. Again, for the record, I have nothing against Bamboo as a company. I just don't like some of their business practices. I don't agree with some of the business practices, but the company and the machines themselves, I got no ill will against, right? I just wish they did some things better. So, where can the 20% discount on Voron can be found? You know what? Live Life Tech, I'm gonna let you in on a super special deal. Okay, today only. Everything that Voron Design sells that isn't merch is free. Everything on the Voron Design GitHub is free right now. You can download the manuals, the files, the diagrams, the CAD, the instructions, the licenses. You can download them all for free today. If you want to buy merch, we do have a shitty merch store though. Voron doesn't sell anything. Voron doesn't sell anything. Voron Design is a non-profit, is a group of people who put out printer designs. That's it. Other companies sell kits. Voron doesn't sell kits. What if Bamboo came out with an open source moddable printer? If their next printer is Stealth Changer with a Bamboo logo slapped on it, I'm gonna laugh. I wish they sell fancy. We have some. Somebody for our booth, when we have the Voron booth set up in advance, we have actual printed copies of the manual. They're about this thick and they're bound. And they were not that cheap, if I remember correctly. Okay, yeah, technically it's an LLC because a nonprofit requires a lot more paperwork, and the LLC only really exists for like defending the rights of the name and whatnot, but yeah. How's the quality versus Bamboo? So here's the fun thing, Cosmodoc. I can't answer that. Two reasons. One, I'm personally of the firm believer all modern printers print fine. I don't judge printers on print quality because print quality is something that is subjective to the user. My standards are different than your standards. And two, is mostly slicer dependent. As long as you're feeding a modern, well-built printer good quality filament and you have proper slicer settings for it, you will get good quality prints out of it. Simple as that. All printers, for the most part, use the same motors, same belts, same gears. So dimensional accuracy should be the same. As long as you can take the time to tune it. And you have good profiles for the slicer and the firmware setup calibrated correctly. All modern printers print fine. I don't judge print quality on printers. It's a pointless thing. Now, some printers print faster than others, and some printers may be more capable than others and have better quality of life features than others. But also, when you're comparing a Bamboo to a Voron, who's Voron? Everyone builds their own Voron. I've seen some really well-built Vorons, and I've seen some Vorons. So, yeah. I can't, like, I can show you two benchies, one printed on a Bamboo, one on a Voron. They look exactly the same. And also, which Voron? Which revision? Are we talking my original V1.0 with clipper and a direct feed tool head, or my V2 here, or the V1.8 there, or the Seabor Trident that's not even a Voron really? Like, FL Sun print quality is horrific. I'm gonna say no, but yes, it has Delta problems. Delta, a step on a Delta is not consistent. Because it uses the 3 towers and blah, 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 blah. Deltas do not have a consistent kinematic, so they have to compensate for it in firmware, which can lead to some funkiness. How about this? Which printer has better stock print profiles? The stock profiles for Voron that you will find included with like Orca Slicer are very good baseline profiles. If you want to know print quality of them, I don't know. This is like the stock Seaboard Trident profile. This is ABS. Yeah, it's a little cooked on the bottom because it's ABS, but here's the thing. The stock profiles are tuned more on the conservative side because we don't know what Voron you built and what your settings are and how well built the machine is. We don't know if it's a bone stock V2 with like 30 cables to the tool head and you printed it in like on an ender with ABS parts with a garbage bag on it, or it's a quad XY 48 volt driven machine with CNC'd aluminum parts. There's a swath. So the stock profiles for Voron are very good stock profiles, but they tend to be on the conservative side in terms of like speed and whatnot. They tend to be more conservative because we don't know what they're good. They're a good starting point, and you adjust them to what your machine needs. Prusa apparently released the step files. Yeah, you can. The side panels on the Core 1 are they replaced the. Yeah, people are gonna have fun making stuff. I want somebody to make speakers. Put a boom box in it. Is 2025 going to be the year of MMU? No, in my opinion, this year was the year of MMU. Although I think next year we'll probably get called that because more stuff will release next year. But this year we have the CFS, the Vivid was announced. We have the Trad Rack, the Enraged Rabbit Carrot Feeder, the Prusa MMU3, the Bamboo AMS and AMS Lite, which don't work with each other, which is stupid. What else? Was there Box Turtle or Turtle Box? I can never remember which one it is. But yeah, there's a bunch of them. Tool Changer 2025. Tool Changer is going to be interesting. If Bamboo comes out with a tool, honestly, in my opinion, you want to know my opinion? What I think, and this is going off just me guessing. I have nothing to base this on. Their next machine is just going to be a bigger X1 with IDEX. I really think that is probably where they're heading, is just a bigger X1 with IDEX maybe, and AMS compatible at least, hopefully. Be kind of cool to have like one head for dissolvable material and then a non-dissolvable head that also has the AMS hooked up. Something like that would be really cool. I don't think they're going to go, if they go Tool Changer, good for them. Tool changers are hard, expensive, and complex, and having them be reliable to the point where you can rely on them, like for lights out operation, is expensive. There are no cheap tool changers on the market for a reason. If Bamboo happens to come out with an XL competitor, I will firmly tell you to wait until people have had it in their hands for weeks and months before you buy one, because that is getting into a tool changer on launch. Like, I have an XL. My XL, I got it half a year after launch. Prusa sent it to me. I haven't had any issues with it, but I know a lot of people had some issues with the early revisions of the XL. Like, and to be fair, most of it was on the firmware and the software side. Not much of it on the hardware side. But yeah, it's one of those things, don't dive in on it, regardless of how big of a discount they throw at it to make it enticing. If it's a good enough product, it'll be good enough. It'll continue to be good. You can buy it at a later date. How's this printing? Oh, that's printing beautifully. I forgot how good the first layers are on this thing. I think Creality. No, Creality is reactionary. I firmly don't hold out. I don't hold out much hope for Creality coming out with stuff on their own. I firmly believe Creality is a reactionary company. And to an extent, a lot of companies are. Look at Bamboo. Bamboo only fixes stuff when people make a stink about it on social media. We've seen that case repeatedly. For those that wonder why me and other content creators call out Bamboo on social media a lot, it's because they've shown that they only respond to stuff if they get called out for it on social media. It's simple as that. I've seen people try to email them about concerns with like security or design stuff or software stuff, and they just ignore it. They just ignore it until somebody finally makes a stink on social media, and then they finally take care of it. So yeah, Saval Tool Changer, maybe. I know Teaching Tech is working on something on the DIY side. It'll be interesting. SPOOL has a bit of trouble with QC issues. That's the one thing I've noticed. I really liked my SV06s, but there's some members of my community that have bought SV06s like months after I got my initial versions of them, and QC is spotty. That's the one thing I'm kind of worried about with SPOOL. They tend to make really good cheap machines, but they have the QC issue. Have I spoken to Pantheon recently? I've heard they're working on a new small project. I'm gonna call it small. But yeah, I do talk with the Pantheon folks occasionally. I send them pictures of the printer doing stuff. I'm looking at the Teaching Tech one. That is the only concern I have with the Teaching Tech one, is simply for the fact that that entire printer and the custom design revolves around that printer remaining stock. SPOOL could just decide to stop selling the SV08 tomorrow, and that's it. Or they can change the design of the SV08 so that like it's not compatible with this. I'm not a huge fan of basing that big of a design off somebody else's product, because now you're anchored to that product and you're stuck with whatever the company that makes that product decides to do with it. Look at the Creality scanner. I can't do 3D scanning because I suck at 3D modeling, and I can't do the stuff after the scanning where you like put the models back together. So I haven't really looked at the scanner, so I have no idea about the scanners. Prusa's tweet about RAID and Bamboo chips. What do you think about Prusa will bring the Smurf? Prusa's just gonna bring the Core 1. What do you mean RAID? Are you talking about RFID, Nye? The Next Layer? I don't watch Next Layer. He's a former crypto bro, and I don't support cryptos. Yes. Okay, so RFID is cool. So for those that don't know, Bamboo machines, the AMS systems, does the AMS Lite have RFID in it? I don't know if the AMS Lite does, but the full-size AMS has RFID. And the point is, you buy a Bamboo spool of filament, it has a little RFID tag on it, so when you put it in the machine goes, oh, green PLA, and like populates that. So the cool thing with that is it saves you a lot of trouble if you have like a multi-material system, because you just go boop, 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 and it goes, oh, red, blue, green, black, whatever. It's great. The problem is Bamboo's system is proprietary until it was hacked. So now we know how to read Bamboo RFIDs. So that opens the gate now to being able to buy like a little box or just build it yourself. It's just an RFID reader. People have been doing it with Amiibos for years now. Put it on your printer, and now your printer can use the Bamboo RFIDs, which the advantage of that is now, because we know the protocol, other companies can put out filament with RFID tags in it. So that way, if you are loading up an AMS or any other system, it's one of those things that's nice to have. I'm not saying it's a big like thing you have to have, but it's one of those quality of life things that for some people makes a lot of sense, especially if you're like running a print farm or you do a lot of multicolor printing. The reason it's nice that Bamboo's system has been hacked, it's just RFID, is now that you don't want to develop another system, right? It's like the XKCD webcomic. There are 13 standards. There's too many standards. We're going to develop our own standard. And at the end of the day, now there's just 14 standards instead of 13. So there already is an RFID system on the consumer market. It's Bamboo, and Bamboo's the only one that uses it. So if you're going to try and come out with another, like a system that anyone can put on any printer, you need to be able to read the Bamboo RFID, because there's no point in coming out with a system now that is independent of an existing system. It's just anti-consumer. So hopefully that's a thing. So hopefully you'll be able to put an RFID reader on any machine and be able to use Bamboo filaments, and maybe other companies can put little RFID readers. The RFID reader, like the actual tag, isn't that expensive if I remember correctly. You can get them pretty cheap. And then that way you'll be able to hopefully you won't have to, you'll be able to keep track of your filaments better. Is it hacking? I don't know. I'm not a computer guy. I'm not a software guy. They yelled at a computer and the computer did stuff, and now they can read it. Simple as that. The only thing I don't like about it, having RFID spools, you guys know what RFID spools lead to or were used for in the past. That's the only concern I have about RFID is the fact that they basically lock down ecosystems. I've been told on good authority from somebody who did snooping that the original Bamboo firmwares had a lot more code in regards to RFID that was depreciated before they released the system. So plans changed apparently at some point during development. Ooh, what's this? Ooh! Oh, here you go. I've got good news, everyone. This is straight from, who is this? I don't know. I'm in, from Matt. Euro Bros. You can now buy CocoaPress 2.0 in the EU and the UK. Yay. There you go. You want to buy a CocoaPress in jolly old England? In the UK, there you go. Go buy a CocoaPress. Crowley also put it. Is it open or is it locked down? Yeah, DaVinci love their lockdown spools. Yeah, how's DaVinci doing as a 3D printer company right now, by the way? Can anyone fill me in? Okay, somebody DM me something. Let me check my DMs. Yeah, I wouldn't say that on stream. I know about that as well. Yeah, I wouldn't say that on stream. Anytime you know super secret stuff from companies, don't blab about it. Who did this? Who did that? I'm loving the back. This is why I love AI. The backwards hat, but it still has the brim. I am not that kawaii. Out of business. Oh, out of business. Yeah, that's where getting proprietary leads you. Keep the man bun. I don't. Do you see enough stock here to make a man bun? There ain't enough. We don't have the resources, okay, to make a man bun here, okay? I'm due for a haircut. Every time I get a haircut, the line marches north. It's the reason there's a hat. I lose it here and I gain it here. Print a man bun. I don't think it works that way. I gotta bolt this to the wall better though. I was working on this, putting in the new thing for the drag chain while this was printing, and like the whole thing was shaking. What time are we at? Okay, we're gonna do the giveaway in 10 minutes. Please no man bun. I can't because I wear hats. I would have to have it come out the back. I don't have the face for it. I don't have the face for man bun. I can't. My hair is too short. My hair is too thin. What's my verdict on the Seaboard kit? I like it, honestly. As much of a lemon as I had, I'm not blaming Seaboard because it wasn't Seaboard's fault. That's the thing. Like, the issues I had with this was just like a bunch of shit that just kind of compounded, but nothing really had anything to do with Seaboard. I had issues with a probe and a wire and a board, but that's just something Seaboard put in the box. So. How does CocoaPress filament taste? Like chocolate, because it's chocolate. I'm going to be playing with this for a while. To go full on Bamboo X1 AMS or wait till Smurf to see the next release. Are they releasing anything at Smurf? They didn't release anything at Formnext. Like, I'm legit surprised they didn't at least tease their next machine at Formnext. Like, all they had at Formnext, I didn't watch Joel's video. Did they announce anything new? Did Bamboo announce, like, I know they were supposed to announce it this year and they pushed it to next year. But did they announce anything at Formnext? Other than we have the best printer in the world coming out next year. Trust us, bro. Like, is that all they got? Is just, we have the most amazing printer in the world coming out next year. Trust us. I'm hoping they're at Smurf. I've been harping on them. I've been calling them out anytime I get a chance that, hey, you want to be part of the 3D printing community, start showing up at Rep Fest. They're a sponsor. Good. I hope they're there. I want to see them come out. Here's the thing. For the people that say I'm a hater, I want them to do better. Everything that I don't like about their machine and wish they changed would benefit users. It's not like, oh, it wants them to, I don't want them to fail. I want competition in this space. Because Bamboo came out, it kicked Creality off their pot, and they're finally doing stuff. And all these other companies are finally coming out with better machines. I want healthy competition in the market. I just don't want it to be at the cost of losing a lot of what makes this fun hobby a fun hobby. I don't want them bringing in the locked-in ecosystem and the walled garden and the proprietary bullshit. But I want the machines to be better. I want the usability to be better. I want the user experience to be better. So, like, I'm okay with the closed software. Just don't neuter it as much as you have. Give me a console, damn it. Give me a console. They still have logs back. I mean, I can't. Let me see if I have the original version of Bamboo Studio. Bamboo. When did I get my Bamboo? That was last year. Bamboo. I'm not going to go that far back. I wish I still had. I'm sure I have it in an email somewhere. Back when they sent me this machine, this is like a this was not a prototype, but it's like one of the review sample machines they sent out early. They sent me a version of Bamboo Studio. And it was such a new version of Bamboo Studio, it wasn't by Bamboo Lab, it was by Bamboo Research. Because they just did a Control F. Prusa renamed to Bamboo. So there's a lot of Bamboo Research in it. Yeah. It's almost Clipper. It's not. Their firmware is wholly their own firmware. It doesn't run Clipper. It doesn't run a forked version of Clipper or Marlin or Duet. That is their own firmware. I know a lot of people still say it's running Clipper. It's not running Clipper. I know that. Are there any events in the Midwest, or do you have to wait? In 3D printing, the only Midwest event is really MRF, and that is MRF. What's my opinion on X1 Plus? If you have an X1, you might as well go for it. All it really does is give you more features in the UI. It actually doesn't unlock the firmware, unfortunately, because the firmware itself is, for those that don't know, the X1 printer is completely different than any other printer Bamboo has, because this actually runs Linux. This has an SoC on it, a Rockchip SoC running Linux. That's how you get the fun touchscreen, okay? With all the other stuff. And the LiDAR. That isn't really LiDAR. That only exists on the X1 because they have a whole computer on it that allows it to do it. All the other Bamboo machines run like on an ESP32 with custom firmware. So even this has ESP32 with custom firmware, if I remember correctly. It's just, there's also that layer on top of it for the Linux, okay? So you have the UI, the LiDAR stuff, that's all sitting on the SoC, and then it talks to the printer through the actual printer firmware. X1 Plus just touches that top layer. It doesn't actually change or allow you to change the underlying firmware of the printer. But the X1 Plus team is working on some expansion boards and whatnot, so we might be playing with that in a little bit. It's getting a little... How's that coming along? This thing just moves with authority. It's funny how loud this... Oh yeah, that... Oh wait, this is done printing. Yep. Yay. What do you think would work better? If you're doing a tool changer, go CAN bus. CAN bus is the way to go on a tool changer because it's an easier protocol to work with when you have multiple tool head boards, and it's more reliable. I would not go USB with tool changer. Something is being organized. Oh yeah, that's right. They are working on potentially having a Rep Rap Fest in Michigan next year. You just got a P1S on Sunday. Congrats, have fun with it. Print many boats. I can't remember if I put stuff on this bed or if this bed is just raw. I can't remember. I probably should clean that bed. That bed is disgusting because I've touched it so many times trying to fix it. You got incredible knowledge. Where'd you get that? I do? Okay. Hey, do you know what's up with G-Tech and Chuck Hellebuck? Yeah, quite simple. G-Tech cloned his bed leveling thing. So for those that don't know, Chuck made this little guy, which is the bed leveler, which is a nice little tool if you have to manually level a bed. It's just a simple PCB. Nothing fancy. Nothing fancy. But it's his own design, and I don't know if he patented it or like tried to trademark the design or something. But basically G-Tech said, screw you, we're making our own. Another company did too. I think Sunlu did too, but Sunlu backed off when confronted. They basically said, oh, our bad, and then they made it right. But G-Tech basically gave a FU approach. And so Chuck said, I ain't working with you. And a bunch of other content creators in solidarity said, we're not working with you. And let's be honest here. What does G-Tech even make that's worth buying? Like, last I checked, they're still making shitty V-wheel bed flingers. Do they even make anything worth buying, G-Tech? Like, I only ever knew them as, like, cheaper enders. So. In hardware, that it's common to get cloned. Yes, it's very common that it gets cloned. But when a known company in the industry clones a content creator's product in the industry, and then when confronted about it, basically ignores it, do you really think the other content creators are going to go out of their way to work with them? Like, this isn't like some random AliExpress store that's just like a random number cloning a product. Whoop-de-doo. That happens all the time. This is like an actual company in the industry cloning a content creator's product and basically saying F you. So of course all the other content creators are like, I know Chuck. I've met him several times. I'm not going to support G-Tech. You mess with one of us, you mess with all of us. G-Tech was the cheapest ABS in the world, but is it any good ABS? Some other company? I don't know. I don't fault. I mean, let's be honest. Anytime Hellebuck comes up on Twitter, it's his kid. For those that don't know, Chuck's kid is like the goalie of the Winnipeg Jets NHL team. So if you see Hellebuck often, that's Chuck's kid. Yeah, and keep Chuck of Voron rolling. Nice. Yeah, sour in the one of the best ways to lose cred in the industry is to actively, like, it's like with Cheaty, what Cheaty did with Grant, 3D Musketeer. For those that don't know, the Cheaty's X+4 had an issue with they shipped it with a really under-spec'd SSR that was heating up over 200 degrees and was legit fire hazard. And Grant called him out for it, and then Cheaty threw him under the bus and sent an email out saying he's just doing it for attention or whatever. And it's like, really? Really? You're assuming, you're projecting? It's like, no, it's a safety issue, you dummy. Of course he's going to bring it to light. Same reason I bring up safety issues all the time. Be a complete redesign. Hopefully, Apulo, it's more consumer orientated. I'm really hoping if they can build like a big, cheap Core XY that's just easy and robust and whatever, good for them. But I can't comment on anything right now what Bamboo might shift, because potentially a 60 to 70% price increase next year will dictate a lot of what people's opinion on a machine are. So. What does the Voron team bring to Smurf? We'll have a Phoenix there, I believe. Actually, I don't know if the Phoenix will be there. The problem is it's in Manchester, so we'll probably have stuff there. I don't know if we're announcing anything. I can't speak on behalf of Voron when I'm doing this. I refuse to. This is my channel. I am part of the Voron team for now. I don't speak on their behalf when I do this stuff. Open repair. I'm hoping to. Because let's be honest, that machine doesn't scale large. That's their problem. They designed themselves into a corner with this style of machine because you can't change this machine. You have to basically design a new machine. You can't make this bigger. It's, to be fair, Chidi put out a statement that the email was sent out by a rogue employee that has talked to, and they apologized. That is true, and we always hope that. But it's always a rogue employee. It's always a rogue employee or a consultant or an intern. It's always that. So hopefully it was just a rogue employee, but the company still put it out. Maybe something nuts like Bamboo making printers in the USA. They would have to move, like, so here's the thing for Prusa. Prusa has the advantage in a couple ways. Prusa, a lot of their hardware, like, yes, they still get electronics from China, like the motors, the screen, that's all LDO. So a lot of a Prusa is, there is LDO electronics in there, but like the PCBs, they make them all in the Czech Republic. All the printed parts, Czech Republic. I don't know about the frames. I think they're making the frames in the Czech Republic too. But like, I'm assuming they're sourcing the rods from like China. They're just rods. Yeah, the X1C is optimized for speed and low. Yep. The carbon fiber rods are the dumbest thing they did, in my opinion. Be also made in the USA at their Texas facility. Yeah, they're probably going to have to do that to get around the tariffs, which is going to be interesting to see how the prices go. So with Prusa, for those that don't know, they are starting to make Mark IVs in the US, but basically they're doing the assembly in the US. So everything is still made in the Czech Republic. So if you buy a Prusa that ships out a printed solid, basically everything is still made originally in Prague. They do all the testing for everything there. It's just the final assembly is done in the US for now. In the future, there's plans to bring more over as time goes on, but you don't want to do it overnight, right? You want to slowly do it. Do I still use? Yeah. Oh, I've been doing a ton of Q-Forges. Let me see. Where was the one I did the other night? Did I not take a picture of it? I don't think I took a picture of it. I don't know. I did a Q-Forge. Yeah. No, I didn't take a picture of it. Oh. This is the last one I did. Or one of the last ones I did. I think I showed this one off already. That's Karlak from Baldur's Gate. When do you plan on EDM? I need to get the EDM. I don't know what's going on. I gotta reach out to Rack Robotics to figure out what's going on. Do you have a guess what Adam? I think he's working on another version of an old printer. Did you find that image of Karlak? I posted it on Twitter. I linked the original artist. I just Googled like Karlak fan art or something, wallpaper or something. That's a good tip for Q-Forge. If you're looking for images to do Q-Forges with, search wallpapers. Because wallpapers are usually higher resolution. Like you get nice 4K and 8K images versus just like trying to make like a 920 by 480p image. So search wallpapers if you're looking for Q-Forges. Yeah. Have safe search on. Depends what Q-Forges you're doing. So yeah. But yeah, if Bamboo starts making their machines in the US, which if the tariffs come out, that's going to be a thing. But it's going to be interesting to see how that affects their price. Because I really hope if they're setting up a manufacturing place in the US, they're paying the employees good. But if they do that, the costs aren't going to be as cheap. Okay, let's do a giveaway. Let's do a giveaway. You've got 3 minutes. At 1:10, I'm going to do the giveaway. If you have not entered for your chance to win some POLYMAKER filament, link in the video description. Enter for your chance. Go do that now. While you're down there, POLYMAKER has a 30% to 40% sale on right now. Big sale. Go buy filament. Use affiliate code. Cost you nothing. Save you money. Help channel. Do thing YouTuber tell you to do. Do an AMS mod video series. What do you mean AMS mod? I've done a video on the Hydra mod. That's really the only AMS mod I've been printed on my bamboo in almost a year. Is it even on? It is detected that the carbon rods need to be cleaned. How do they need to be cleaned? I haven't printed on you in like 6 months. Firmware doesn't match yet. When was the last thing I printed on you? When did the Mark IV S come out? The last thing I printed on here was the Scandic plate. And then before that, oh yeah, it's been a while. It's been a hot minute. It has been a hot minute since this thing I've used. What's your opinion on the POLYMAKER Polylite PLA-CF? I haven't used it. I don't really do PLA-CF because I don't print structural stuff out of PLA. I usually go with an ABS or a CFP ETG lately. It's a cool filament. People like it. I don't print a lot of PLA. I don't print a lot of specialty PLAs. Open AMS. Yes, that is a thing. But Turtle Box is also coming out. And I was looking for your channel this morning, couldn't find it. I was surprised at YouTube. Oh. 3DX Tech glass filled ABS. Nice. The Soraya Tech stuff's been nice. Unfortunately, that part broke that I printed, but it's a part that would normally break. Are you warping too? Wow, that's warping. Yeah, I'm gonna cancel that. 1 second, I gotta cancel more parts. And then we're gonna do the giveaway in 1 minute. You got 1 minute to enter for the giveaway. Where is it? There it is. Which one's failing? That one and that one. It's all the little parts at the edge. I probably should have let the bed heat up more. What do you think of the Seaboard kit? I like it. Do I use? Yes, I do use ABS for the cosplay stuff. Simply for the fact, let me grab part of the power armor here. One day I'll finish it. I know I keep getting comments on my video where I started the power armor, and people are like, "When are you gonna finish it?" And I'm like, I don't know. So like, this is like a chest piece for T45 power armor, right? So this is all ABS, right? And it's just acetone welded together. So that's the advantage you have with ABS. You just acetone weld it and off you go. And you can sand it easier, and it is covered with dead bugs. Awesome. The joys of leaving stuff in the garage. But yeah. So that's all stuff I gotta work on. Where did the helmet go? I put the helmet somewhere. I don't know where I put it. Did I bring it inside? How do you lose a helmet? How do I lose a power armor helmet? Okay, this is gonna bug me. Where did I put the power armor helmet? Because I actually do want to finish that soon. Did I bring it inside? Maybe I brought it inside. I think I brought it inside. How do you lose a power armor helmet? But yeah, I find whenever I'm doing like cosplay stuff, ABS I like more. I get better results with ABS, I find. It's easier to post-process. You can acetone weld it. It's easier to smooth. You have more, you could do more with it, I find. So, under one of the printers. No, it's not under one of the printers. I thought I put it somewhere. This is gonna bug me. It's in the garage. I just don't know where I put it. How do you lose a power armor helmet? Seriously. Where did I put it? I had it somewhere and I don't know where I put it. This is gonna bug me now. Oh, this is gonna bug me all day. Oh, there it is. It's over there. Okay. No, wait. No, that's the old one. Check if Calvin's wearing it. That wouldn't be the first time. He's taken prints from me before. It was up top here and then I moved it somewhere. Did I put it up top there? No. I forgot I had this. Completely forgot I printed this guy. Yeah. Doom guy helmet. For those times when you need to rip and tear. Okay. I had it on the desk because I used it as a prop when I filmed the video. I filmed the video, last week's video, and I had it on the desk as a prop. So I put it somewhere. Ah, it'll turn up somewhere. It'll turn up somewhere. I don't think I threw it out. Did I throw it out? No, I didn't throw it out. Yeah, it'll show up. Okay, calling it there. Let's do the giveaway. If you did not enter for some POLYMAKER filament, go buy some. It's on sale. Okay. Names. Okay, and marbles. Where did I put the helmet? This is bugging me so much right now. It's like it's a T45 power armor helmet. How do you lose a P45 power armor helmet? Seriously. How? Is it over here? Did I put? Oh, here it is. Okay, yeah, I put it on. That's why. My wife moved it. That's right. Ah, there we go. I gotta finish this. I want to finish this. I'm gonna work on finishing this. Gotta bond to it and do everything, but yeah, T45 power. And I know now not to put it on top of here because it fell off of it once because that printer shakes so much. Okay. Race. Add names. Clear. Open. Names. What do we got? 320 names. Cool. Let's do... Space station. Okay. Need a helmet. I want to put one of them downstairs. Right now I have them in my closet upstairs. So how this works, if you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. Simple as that. But if I pick your name here and you win, you get a spool of filament from POLYMAKER and a free hat off the merch store. So congratulations. Good luck to this person. Doom. Oh, poetic. Doom. If you win Doom, you get a free hat along with your spool of filament. Anyone else wins, you just get a spool of filament. Remember, exclamation mark zoom zoom makes you go faster. Exclamation mark gullible makes everyone else go slower. And if you like the smash button and are subscribed to the channel, it greases your ball up to go even faster. Yep, free hats. Yep, free hat, free hat, free hat. White lithium or super lube for more speed. White lithium. It's a little bit thicker, but it'll last longer. Don't spam chat with that. How's this coming along? By the way, printing TPU feet is slow. I'm printing 10 feet at a time on the Mark IV here, or the Mark 3.5, and it's like 12 hours. It takes a while to print these feet. Oh, Mingo is Mingo in the lead? Printed 0. Where's printed 0 at? I don't know how it's determining who's in the lead here. What's for lunch? I don't know. Today's Tuesday, right? Yeah, it's Tuesday. I don't know. I might make some like nachos or something. I don't know. How long is this level? Why did I pick such a long game? Oh, there we go. How are you dying? Oh, you're falling off the side. Okay, hurry up. This is taking too long. How much longer is this map? I picked too big of a map. Please tell me it ends after this turn. Please tell me it ends. That better be an ending. That looks like an ending. Okay. Come on. Come on. You haven't seen your name? Well, as long as your name isn't on the right of the screen at the bottom next to the skull, you're good. You died, Yale? Well, don't die. Quit dying. Okay, everyone zoom. This is taking too long. Go faster. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. Hurry up. I'm hungry. All I've had today is a piece of toast, a shitty coffee, and a donut. Hurry up. Come on. Hurry up. Don't make me push you. I'm gonna push you. Push. Go. Go faster. Go faster. Go. Go. Better not fall off. Oh. Come on, Michael. Oh, is this the end? This better be the end. This better be the end. Are those grates? Oh, I thought those were grates. There's the end. Okay, we got an end at least. Come on. Hurry up. I'm waiting. Why did I buy shitty coffee? Because it's Timmy's and my wife got it for me. Oh. Wick Central. Congratulations, Wick Central. You have won yourself a spool of filament from POLYMAKER. You will get an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from POLYMAKER. Yay, everyone, golf claps in chat. Get some consummate clapping in chat. There you go. There we go. Fill out this form here quick. It is today and one spool. Okay. So congratulations, Wick Central. You will get yourself an email from me after the stream ends with information on how to collect your filament from POLYMAKER. Woo! Golf claps. Okay. So we're going to call it there. So if all goes well, starting Friday, and Friday will be an afternoon stream. So it's going to start at 2 p.m., hopefully. Might be 2:30. I don't know yet. Probably 2:30. So starting Friday, we're going to start building a V2. So it'll be an LDO kit V2. We're building one for Gloop. And then if all goes well, Saturday, we'll be building Death Racer. So Saturday night will be Death Racer. And then Tuesday will be the V2 build again. And then that will be it. So this week, either tomorrow or Thursday, probably Thursday, will be the members only live stream. So if you're a member of the channel or a Patreon supporter, or you find the Twitch channel and you join up there, or somebody gives you a membership, be on the lookout on the Discord. We'll be doing the member stream. If you've never been in one, it's just like a QA, open floor. I don't like putting stuff behind paywalls for content I normally do on the stream. So we usually do something fun or random or just a yap and chat. Maybe I'll work on the helmet or something. And then next week, there will probably be only one stream. There'll probably only be the stream on Tuesday next week. I might do a stream on Wednesday that's just a yap and chill, because Thursday night I'm flying out for Smurf next week, I believe. Is it next week? Yep, next week. Next Thursday I'm flying out for Smurf. So there's only gonna be next Tuesday. Box Turtle when? When LDO sends me a production kit. They asked me if I wanted a pre-production kit, and I'm waiting for the production kit. So I will be building the kits that like you would be buying. So yeah, so we're gonna call it there. Hope you enjoyed the stream today. For those, shout out to POLYMAKER for the spool of filament we gave away this stream and every stream. Links for all of them and more in the video description below. Check them out, like the smash button. Buy some POLYMAKER filament. It's on sale right now. Get like 30% off. Filament doesn't go bad. You might as well stock up. Buy some gamer subs. Code Canuck, save 10% off your order. And then also, for those that donate to the channel, gifted memberships to others, or became members of the channel yourself, I thank you. I would not be able to do the things I do, create the content I create, without your continued support. You make it all possible. I'm Taylor, the Canuck Creator. Enjoy your week. I will see you on, some of you on Thursday, the rest of you on Friday. Goodbye.